A true horror story you have never heard before. I want to tell you a story about a girl and a doll. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, here we go again. Another creepy doll story. But trust me, this one is different. It's not just a typical haunted toy tale. This one has stayed with me for years, and I still don't fully understand what happened. It all started back in 2009. I was 16 years old, walking home from school like I always did. One afternoon, I noticed a new family had moved into the house at the very end of our street, a quiet, slightly rundown place that always felt a little off. The family seemed normal enough, young couple, one daughter maybe 6 years old. The girl wore a white dress, white socks, and shiny black shoes. She had long black hair, and in her arms, she always cradled this doll. But not just any doll, it was dressed exactly like her. Same white dress, same black hair. It looked like a miniature version of her, and for some reason, that detail sent a chill down my spine. Every day after that, I'd see her sitting on her front steps, silently watching me as I passed by. She never spoke, never smiled, just stared cold and quiet with those deep, dark eyes. It didn't feel like a child's gaze. It felt like something much older, much darker. That's when the dreams started. Every night, I'd wake up drenched in sweat, heart pounding. The dreams were strange, blurry, and hard to remember, but one thing always stood out: the girl and the doll. Always watching. I started losing sleep. I looked like hell. And then, one morning, my neighbor, an elderly woman known for being nosy, pulled me aside as I walked by. "Stay away from that girl," she whispered. "That family, something's wrong with them." She went on to tell me she'd heard disturbing rumors. The girl was adopted. The family never stayed in one place long. And worst of all, the doll wasn't just a toy. She claimed it was a demon, crafted to mirror the child, or maybe even contain her. I laughed it off at the time. Just small town gossip, right? I really wish I'd listened. A few days later, there was a knock at our front door. It was the girl's mother. She looked flustered, apologetic. "I'm sorry for the sudden ask," she said. "But something's come up and I need someone to watch Lisa for a few hours. My husband's not home yet, and I really can't leave her alone." I hesitated, but agreed. I asked her daughter's name. "Lisa," she replied. We walked to their house together. It felt strange being inside. Cold, still, empty. She went upstairs and came back down, holding Lisa by the hand. The moment I saw her up close, I felt something twist in my gut. Her eyes, they were pitch black. Not dark brown. Black. Like shark eyes. And of course, she clutched that same doll in her arms. Identical in every way. Lifeless, yet somehow watching. Before I could say anything, the mother left. I was alone in the house with Lisa. She grabbed my hand ice cold and said, "Play with me." We went upstairs to her room. The moment I stepped in, a heavy, rotten smell hit me. I couldn't place it, but it was wrong. Unnatural. We played for about 30 minutes, dolls, tea set, pretending. But something was off. I started to feel lightheaded, short of breath. My chest felt tight. I was sweating and nauseous. "I think I need to go," I stammered. Suddenly, Lisa jumped to her feet. Her voice sharp and unnatural. "No. You're going to stay with me, forever." I panicked. I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. The handle wouldn't budge. The window was stuck. I was trapped. Her face twisted into something monstrous. I backed away, desperate, terrified. That's when I remembered the old woman's warning, and without thinking, I began to recite a prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven. Lisa let out a scream, a piercing, inhuman shriek that rattled the walls. I had to cover my ears, but I kept praying. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. The doll fell from her arms. Then, it moved. It twitched again, then lunged at me. Its tiny hands were clawed, its teeth bared like an animal. It scratched and bit, latched onto my neck, trying to choke me. I thrashed and fought, adrenaline taking over. I grabbed it by the legs and smashed it against the wall with everything I had. Hard. It cracked. Black smoke started pouring out of it. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The doll writhed on the floor, shaking violently, twitching like something dying. Aiming. Then silence. Lisa lay motionless on the carpet. Her eyes closed. The doll was nothing but a melted, bubbling mess on the floor. Her mother burst in seconds later. I was still shaking, still in shock. I tried to explain, but all I could do was throw up right there on the floor. Lisa eventually came to. Her eyes were normal. Blue. Like nothing had ever happened. 3 years later, Lisa died. She drank an entire bottle of bleach. Her insides were destroyed. Doctors said it was an accident. But everyone suspected otherwise. Her parents were devastated. They moved away soon after. But here is the part that still haunts me. As they were cleaning out her room, they found something taped to the back of her mirror, a photo. It was Lisa, holding the doll. And on the back, in messy handwriting, were the words, "She has returned to us. For those who answer our call will be damned forever."